Alright, the stage is set. The game has continued. We play. More Disco Elysium. I had a lot of fun with this one last time. And I'm hoping I make some more progress this time. Like, last time we did a whole bunch of, exploring and listening and not a lot of progress made. I mean, we did a ton of listening to people, though. But I'm probably still going to be, amazed at the voice acting and amazed at the cool, hidden mechanic of how the options I selected at the beginning of the game are, affecting what I learn, how I learn it, stuff like that. Which is really what intrigued me onto this game, which was the depth of the mechanics, right? So, with all that in mind, I don't really have a whole lot to continue on, so let's just hit continue and go with it. I should probably, mute my phone, shouldn't I? Hold up. Phone, get muted. Also, I'm super itchy today. Uber dry. Alright, phone. There you go. You're all set and square. Fabulous. Okay, where were we? Right, we're this horrid-looking thing. I'm covering up the horrendous figure that is my portrait so that none of you have to suffer that. I can't remember what all I looked at last time. There's a lot of walking. Ooh, what's up here? Did I come up here? Let us through. Fuck politics. Let's just all work together. Yeah. Oh, I talked to this man before, didn't I?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Oh, I love this. I love this one. You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a button?
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
That's very, very helpful, but...
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Oh, okay.
Honest men and women.
That's clever.
With rights to work, to be useful. Not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I gotta find a good narrator voice. What's a good narrator voice?
Question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Hey, unions, everybody. They are useful tools and they are powerful. So what exactly
We
is
were
the goal?
promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Yeah, wait a minute. Who?
Yeah? That giant up there on the bridge you talked to.
Oh,
Head
right.
measurer.
The
Let the
racist
workers
guy.
by. The access panel is right behind him.
I totally forgot about racist dude. I should have remembered what it said, race theorist or
Bad.
whatever.
Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
Oh, great.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Hold up. So the guy at the top is union, and these guys are on strike because they're not union? Okay, that's an interesting point of view. Most oftentimes, it's the Union who is on, some kind of strike because they're fighting for the actual ability to, say, hey, we deserve this Union and we deserve to be protected by these rights. But these guys are fighting against that? You see my confusion? Also, should I, bundle this somehow? I've been thinking about getting, a clasp or something for, right there in the middle. To, hold it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think more on it.
Like civilized
just talk?
folk, you mean? These
Yeah.
native fucks don't understand civilized.
So they're the native... Hold on.
Odd, out-of-place colonial reference there, Mr. Scab Leader.
So he's the leader of the scab... Oh, what?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Huh. The man rubs his jaw. A perfectly lightly bearded square wedge.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Let's see. What do we got here? Curiosity. Going to figure out this strike mess. Yeah.
Big mess. Caused by Union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while,
Okay.
it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
We're all workers, right?
I'm interested.
We're
I'm going to
stick
pry
together.
more.
Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Ooh. Okay, so we can either, press him on his bouncer business, his... Oh, it's all bouncer business, kind of feels like. Okay. Yeah, I frequent a lot of the bars.
Territorial. Ring a bell?
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well. No, let's press him on it.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, we're gonna leave him. I'm not gonna bother with asking what a strike is. Oh, let's see if I can't go talk to that dude up here now. I'm curious as to what the game is really trying to sell me. Oh, there's a little green spot back over there. No man matches Measurehead. Okay. Yeah, you people are the Union?
Promising race pupil returns.
So you serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they, white? No, let's play the race card, shall we? What are those tattoos on you? Tattoos of yours supposed to mean. Let's play the race card.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
Okay.
The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Oh, okay, so we're we get to play the race card against him. We get to be all no, come on, let's use your thing.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital.
Okay.
Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It
Lovely.
takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Hold on. Okay, so he's saying your individualism has contributed to your race. So if we go with the I'm not a communist, then the idea is that we're flipping it out on against him and we're trying to get on his side.
Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate.
I really hate
All
this man.
around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease.
Not so keen on that one.
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Man, this is such a weird dynamic to think. I want to know what this dystopian world is, because the idea and the premise that, okay, you know, it's the rock and rollers who ended up being on the communist side, or, you know, something to that effect. It's like, it's super interesting. No. Maybe. This one.
Of course it does.
Oh, you absolute
You are
arrogant
a
asshat.
degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race.
Okay, that's pretty racist.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South
Okay.
Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Okay.
We are the future. That is all you need to know. I
Okay.
am
So you.
a
Yeah.
descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale. No,
So you did? No.
I have heard about it on the radio.
So
I'm
you're not
from
the thing.
Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have
This man is
heard
so ass
enough
backwards.
about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Oh, come on.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Oh, so you want to point down at the guys down below to try to act like, oh, they're the
I
problem.
am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller.
Ooh. How are we gonna fight this? How are we gonna fight this man?
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Wow. All right
Babe,
then.
thanks. But I got this.
Ugh.
Racists, I am
The drawings are precise.
All right,
and
we
look
tried.
true
Let's try
the
this one.
size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Glah.
Yes.
Ah, what do I do? Do I gotta like side with him, or do I try to fight him on it, or do I agree with him? What is the premise here?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
Okay. Weird.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Okay, interesting. So one of my ancestors was Shulaklev and the other Vesper,
Your
maybe?
racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul.
I don't know what that
That
means.
is the only reason you are here.
Oh, there's probably other reasons.
Racists.
Alright, there's gotta be a way around
The
this one.
drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions.
Can we try this one?
Correct.
Damn it.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare
No.
is a man of vision.
We got
and
so many
means.
options to try to clear through that we gotta
He
be like,
has the will to confront Polycult
oh, we've heard that
also.
before.
To serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant
Do I say, like, you know-
individualism has only contributed to your jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not?
Man, this guy is
You have
such an
picked them
extremist.
up from rock and roll songs?
From disco.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural
Okay,
victory
we've done
of
this,
the Seminoles race.
Oh, which one am I going with this time? Like, we gotta exhaust some of these options. One of these options is bound to be what we need to do to get through, yeah? Yeah? It's my guess.
I can
We'll do
see
that one.
that.
Like, I don't know who they are. I head
The
trauma.
Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. The rightful masters of the
Hold on, I've heard
Insulindia.
this.
We are the I am a descendant. No. I have heard about it on the radio.
Cute.
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Could have.
There is nothing funky about them. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to
Oh.
discuss, Tipere Vasholian. Your love for disco music?
And I'm gonna get smacked.
venereal disease?
Bap. Yeah, punch me. Quick, do it.
How
Yeah.
did this happen? Your little fist is in
Are
his
you kidding?
giant hand.
Wow, I was so
He's
close, too.
squeezing It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
No.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe
Ouch.
apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words
no.
to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your...
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
And, alright. This man is interesting.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
That'll get us everywhere. If it works for the US, it'll work here, right?
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
I might attack him again. Yeah. Can't promise
The
that.
lieutenant groans, but doesn't say anything. That's right. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I'm gonna try it again. Damn it.
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in it.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
I'm a cop.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
I'm sure it's just heartburn. Oh, God. So I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end.
No, we're gonna try to remain.
This pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. Cop suffers from a heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday.
All
His
right.
death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to
So we
those
got
who
a
knew.
ending. We died.
He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
I was on the brink. Come on. I guess we just... We load it up again and we give it a go? I mean, okay. What was... There was that one... I'm gonna go burn through this guy's dialogue real fast, like...
A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
No, only
I
that
don't know
the
how it
motor
works.
carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the stars Raiko.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them.
Impress him.
Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires.
Close enough.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style.
Ooh.
The James community protested the trial, flying the colors.
Fly the colors.
5,000 came to protest.
Damn.
Correction, 4,395, the fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Sweet. I'm not gonna say that. That just is gonna get him on against me.
I tried to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body.
Look, I would
My
love
initial
to.
guess is the two are unrelated. People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that. 4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps
Yeah.
were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Alright, we got it. Let's go burn through this dude's dialogue real fast, because it obviously isn't there anymore. So we gotta, you know, burn through that real fast. Why am I getting notifications?
Right to work! Right to work! Honest, we came here.
Hold on,
I
we've done
have a
this.
You think
So
they follow because I'm big and loud? Not before you...
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight measure.
We were promised work. We'd be in there. Main gate's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measure. Why don't you?
It would be better.
No! They will give up eventually. When a bunch of beats me, they mumble...
okay. Oh wait, I can talk to this dude? Hold on, what's this dude got to say? Anything? When can I talk to this guy?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay. We're gonna go back up here. We're gonna drop another save. And then we'll see if we can't talk this man down somehow. Like, I mean, the guy's gotta fall through at least a little bit. Gotta remember some of these things. What's this one? What? Hold on. What is this cool little system? Hold on. What, I just hold on to that or something? What's going on here? Probably was a busy match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57. Kim's. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Okay, what is the race thinking about? Put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head, which is what I actually just did. Okay, that's cool. If there are no free slots, free one up. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure ahead. This is how thinking is done. Got it. Okay. Okay, so now we leave. So now we don't actually, like, bother him. We just kind of, like, leave, right? Make off like a bandit. Leave for a little bit or something such. Said how long it was gonna... Whew. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. I really hope that that's not real time. I also have $1 whole. Fabulous. I love having $1. I'll have to go back over this way. I saw some little green dots up here. Let's go investigate. Ooh, here's a green thing. I don't know what I just wrote down, but... Oh, hello, people. Or person, I guess I should say. What am I writing down? Where am I writing this up down? Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Hello, miss.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Yeah.
You mean this?
What are you reading? She looks at the cover. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can do that so much better. She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Okay.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods.
How do I know it's raspberry?
The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
What is it?
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Yeah, amen. I don't really understand the
story
multiple
goes
letters.
That normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Wow. That sounds just like real corporations.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts down the magazine. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know him?
Really?
Not really? So you knew him a little bit?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Okay.
I don't know, really long.
Well, how long is long?
I don't know.
Oh, you are so unhelpful.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
She scratches her nose.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. She brushes a strand of her hair off her... She brushes a strand of hair off her face and tries to return to her magazine. Now I can leave. It's like, why am I struggling with that? Hold on, look! What is this thing?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What's this?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
A machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Oh. So it's a recycling machine that pays me to recycle, okay.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Somewhere. Alright, fine. Maybe I'll find my own bag. Wait, I was just sprinting. How did I do that? Double click. Got it. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. 3 T's. How idiotic. Amen. Hello. Glossy Magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. I can run by double-clicking. Oh my goodness, this is the best ever. What is this? Hold on, what's this? I'll do this and then I'll do that, because that looks like I go somewhere. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Quick, inside! Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Well, with the... What? Oh, come on. I talked to you once. Is there more to talk about with somewhere? Come on. There's gotta be something somewhere, right? Oh, I love how it's raining, and I love the effects on the rain, actually. What is this? Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Oop, some green over there. Oh, hello, what's this? This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Look, a bag! I found a bag! Excuse me, give me that bag! Hold on, holy hell. I actually have an inventory. I got a flashlight, I got pry bar, I got chain cutters. Where would I, like... What? Yeah, that makes it look super intimidating, actually. Okay. Okay. Oh, can I talk to you? What have you got? Oh, you got nothing. Okay, cool. I don't know what this bag is for. Who are you? Who are these people? There's actually so much to interact with. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. Thanks, Tibbs. Oh, I can make money this way. Gotcha. Gotcha. 2, roundabout north. Why did I go down to read the message that was above? What? 2, Cape Side Apartments. Martinez Pier. Oh, hold on. There's a bunch of green stuff up here. And a person. Hello, person. Let me talk to you.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. I am the law. No.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Absolutely, I'm interested in some book. What kind of store?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Is that the book, the shop, or the board game? Because it sounds like a really cool board game, I'm not gonna lie.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Hey. Yeah,
Don't
it feels
be a
inappropriate.
fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Hey, you listen here, you. Maybe. Don't tell me what to do.
Are you okay?
No.
You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
No, I love how this girl's like, she's just so like cheery and is ready to like sell me a book for some reason, and I'm like, look, I just wanna ask some questions about the dead body.
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide, as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Ah, there it was. And you're standing out here in the cold.
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Yeah. Down with the communism, or the capitalism. What is it? Capitalism? Communism? What am I fighting against? I can't remember. Down with government.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important, though?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
And how is
Mum
business
says
going?
it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Okay.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
In what
Cursed in
way?
the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go,
She's looking for the right word. Bankrupt?
exactly. But we've been doing fine
Yeah,
so
what up,
far.
Booze God? Sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case,
Sure.
but I don't see much more to look into here.
Look here, you. You.
Yes.
I don't know who you are.
Please do also look at our
My
wares inside.
partner of some sort.
The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Really trying to sell me on these board games, and I'm really trying to figure out if the whole romance and famous people thing is the board game, because I would play a board game with that title to it.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
Oh, come on. The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Yeah, what do you know about the
Nothing,
others?
sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Okay.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Ooh, what is this crime business?
Crime fiction
Crime
is
business.
about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of
Aye.
a policeman
What's
or a
up?
private detective who's trying to solve a crime and
Hey,
catch
where do you
the
think you're going?
criminals.
Where do you think you're going, huh? Down. That's where. Oh, cat. Oh, you went down there to clean your foot? You know, you could have done that up there. Come here. Ow. Ah, the heater's on. The cat knows the heater's on, so she's like, I'm gonna go sit on top of the vent for a while. I'm like, got it. Got it. Let's see. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. Okay, because I didn't really hear. I was paying attention to the cat. The work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve crime and catch criminals. No, I need to know what crime actually is. Okay, I get it. Crime, murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a
You
policeman
don't
myself.
look much like a policeman.
Oh, thanks. She examines you, as if to find something policeman-like. Well, what does a cop look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Why do people keep calling me that? I used to be exactly like Mullen. Like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. That's a good answer. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. Nah, that seems a little mean. Like, she's just a girl. She's just a little, like, kid. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your pointed head. Wow, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen.
Head. Yes.
Up here. This is where all the police work does.
Not head, child. Heads.
Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there, and you have to get into their heads. Sometimes you gotta be the killer to catch the killer.
Isn't that very dangerous?
She examines the picture of Dick Mullen. Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleonic skill.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe
Yeah.
you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Ooh. Only at 28. That's a bit rough. I need at least a 12. I have a +1, which means that my average is going to be 8. It's not very good. Gotta base it off of the averages. If it's rolling 2 dice, the average is going to be 7, pretty much almost exclusively every time, right? Actually, it's 6.5, but science is gonna get mad. Or, okay, here's the thing. Let's talk about something really, really nerdy, because gambling is a study of statistics, right? So let's talk about dice for a second. The reason everyone always says 7 is because 7 is supposedly the most commonly rolled number. And this is often due to the case that, you know, most combinations of numbers between dice will add up to a 7 in some fashion. 6 and 1, 5 and 2, 3 and 4, and then just the reverse of that. So there's a lot of chances to get 7, and this is true. So 7's a really big deal when it comes to 6-sided dice, especially when you're rolling 2 of them. The problem is that when you roll 2 6-sided dice, your average is actually not 7. It's 6.5. Why is it 6.5? Because you have to average both dice out. You can't sit there and always assume that, oh, one's always going to roll a 4 and one's always going to roll a 3 on average. More than likely, your average is going to be they're going to roll a weird combination that over the span of like a million rolls ends up being 3.5. Or 6.5, sorry. Because you think about it in these terms. If you roll just a dice, right? You roll a dice often enough, what ends up happening is you have to, between 6 numbers, you have to go to the middle. But there is no middle in 6 numbers, right? There's a gap here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So your middle has to be 3.5. Now, again, this is the concept of, you know, you're thinking that everything's going to add to 7. But it doesn't do that. Because when you add a dice to it, it actually changes the way your statistics are working. It's... Because now you're working with a weird series of numbers. Where you actually have another set, right? So if I'm working with only 6 numbers, and I average them, 3.5. So you would assume, the auto assumption is that, okay, well now if I have 2 of those, I just add them together and I get 7. So 7 is the most common rolled number on 2 dice. But again, so what you're actually doing is you're taking 12. You have to go 12 numbers this time. You go 6, and then you go 7 through 12. You go 1 through 6, 7 through 12. What's in the middle? 6.5, not 7. Because you can't look at like 2 different parts, mash them together, and think that that's actually how statistics work. It doesn't. You have to look at the whole thing. So, funny nerd stuff. I'm a nerd. I'm going to keep playing the game.
It's the type
Romance.
of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
It's about man and lady business. Got it. Yeah, what about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of the men are bad? Ooh, see, these are some good questions. Where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all.
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
Okay, what about when they're both
These are
bad?
not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
But what if it's good? What if it's, like, really intriguing?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
Oh, you poor naive little girl.
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
It's true, though. Like, what if everyone's poor? Sounds like life. Sack up. Sometimes you have to write about
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
Alright.
Maybe some
That
about
one's just a
other books.
tragedy. We know that one. Alright, we'll talk. Well, yeah. What's this? This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Damn. On the cover stands a very muscular man, surrounded by flames. Okay, so this is like all the books that they just card out here and place out. This is a book about Pate. What is Pate? I'm assuming that says Pate. I don't actually... Look, call me a reader, but I'm like, I recognize the word, but boy, howdy, can I not pronounce it. I missed that one entirely. A book about, Biodario culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Sounds about right. Hold on, I'm gonna walk in here. I'm gonna go let the cat out real quick, because the cat wants out. Wait, right back. I can hear her knocking at the door. Oh, hell, hi, lady. You are quite the imposing figure. Hi. Quit looking at the light, you weirdo. Yeah. Oh, cat. The cat keeps looking into my LED floor lights that I use for lighting the green screen back there, and I don't know why. I gotta get her to stop trying to just stare into an LED light for a while. Weird cat. Where was we? Ooh, this lady's got a fan. Okay, this lady looks like she's proper wealthy for, you know, what's going on around here. Gift books and molten candy. Oh, I want candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Ooh.
Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Ooh. Tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from
Ah.
Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
I take offense to that, lady. I love fantasy books. Don't let anyone ever tell you that fantasy books aren't still fun. I live in the real world. I try to read so I can avoid it. Which one should I start with?
Matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Rows and rows
Alright.
of
Well, I can't afford it, so...
blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundal, Return to Hyundal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundal and the Hyundal Man.
Dear God, it's awful. It's just like real life.
Maybe 100. Man
Damn.
from Hyundal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundal and the false god. Man from Hyundal and the scorched earth. Man from Hyundal, the Hyundal colonies. Man from Hyundal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundal and the snow crabs.
Is that all?
Not even close.
No, let's keep
Man
going.
from Hyundal
I
in
run
hell.
again.
Man from Hyundal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundal under the lake. Man from Hyundal, Hyundal burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundalaman, and so much more.
Okay. Oh boy. Pain threshold of 2. Do any of the books call out to me? Come on.
Nothing of interest.
Damn it.
Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
Alright, we'll leave that there then. Oh, let's just look at this display then.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
All right.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Ah, it's a D&D book. Fabulous.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Yep, it's absolutely a D&D shelf. Awesome.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Damn.
That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition mega setting supplement, so it makes sense.
No. Like, I am dirt poor. Shady... Wait, what does this say? Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm assuming it means this. Like, this is an orb. Come on. There's books, like, just littered around. Ooh, there's a back room. Actually, hold on. I want to go to the back room first.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Okay.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
You don't say.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
It's true.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw.
Okay.
Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
What?
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Got it.
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south.
Okay.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously,
Pull it open.
just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Okay. It's about the curse, right?
It's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. I need to get in there. I have a mighty need to get in there. Or, you know, you can't stop me and I'll open them. I'll think on it.
Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay, hold on. Is that a thought I can string in there somehow? Ooh, okay, everything's like advancing. Why do I get to see my skeleton in there? What the? Hey, what? Hobo cup. Anyway. Alright, let's go talk to her about these curtains then, shall we?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Wow, that's a good name. Well, the clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough, Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
I
Oh, we're not
am
gonna care about that.
the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched, as if to give it more penetration. Okay. So, why are you so uptight about those curtains? Mentioned this place is cursed, your daughter's the one standing outside in the store, right? And...
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
because it's important to you, and that's why it's important to me. Like, okay, people don't seem to understand this. If I don't want you to eat a cookie, the one guaranteed way I'm going to get you to eat that cookie is to tell you, hey, don't eat that cookie. And then turn my back on you. It's that simple. It's as easy as that. Kids do it all the time. Hold on, I need to go let the cat back in. Because she's being a weird cat. Let the cat in, let the cat in. Hi. Yeah, you coming in? You coming in? No, not there. Yeah, that's the weird little... Look at that green screen. You don't want to hang out there. Meow. Oh, cat butt. Meow. Meow for everyone. I can hear you purring. Yeah. There you go. Woof. Go on. Oh, you wanna get scritch right there, okay. Hold on, the cat wants a good scritch right there on his side. Pet, pet, pet. Nine. You barely see her off screen, maybe. You headbutt your bed, you weirdo. Go in. Yeah, that's kind of how that works, you weirdo. Like, that's very soft and not very... Okay, now you're just head planting into the piano. Okay, you know, you could go in the bed and hang out. You absolute dingus of a cat. What do I know? What do I know? I'm not a cat.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it
Why?
like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
No!
Oh, she wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown. Then she breaks down.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
That's a really weird thing to call a store. Oh, there you go. There you go, cat. Bring the cat back. Bam. She's gonna need that bed. Make that dough. Make that dough.
Are you happy now, officer?
Yes.
Happy that you've ruined everything?
Yes. And just tell me right away it's the cursed.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
No.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Yeah, no kidding.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Mm-hmm. A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Did it? Hold on. What is this one? And then Empire. I succeeded. Did it just move? Yeah, I was hoping for something more, you know, weird.
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy.
Sure there is.
I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Ooh.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
No.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Oh, I've got such a good high chance of that one because I've got the high drama. Do it.
Slither up to
Bam.
her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure?
I've
Don't
handled
think
this
I
before.
haven't seen charlatans before.
Ooh. I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
No, I'm gonna... It's
How
terribly
do you-
taxing.
know all this.
Here we go.
Ooh, here we go. Your ward brought me here in the first place. The Simone's blood also runs through me. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energy. Okay, that's a really bad answer, so...
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our
Nailed
meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us.
Ah,
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit
oh,
us.
do I... The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
I can assure you he is a police officer. Very knowledgeable.
Thank you.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Sir, there's one more
Bam.
thing I haven't
Nailed
told
it.
you about yet. The entity.
Alright. Go on.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes
Sure.
the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Oh.
No, this chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
What?
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity
Okay.
and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Oh, I bet you money it's just some, like, homeless girl who's back there burning up financial records.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable
You got it.
darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Alright. Let's go. Let's do this. This seems interesting to me. I don't know why. What is this? Investigate the doomed commercial area. Fabulous. People say the commercial building on the plaza is cursed. No business will ever thrive there without going bankrupt. You promised? Placence? Placence, yeah. You'll look into it. Enter the sealed door behind the bookstore and find out what happened to the companies there. Search for the malignant entity. Placence said she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Oh, hold on. Because I have a key. physical instrument. What? Oh. What? I thought I got a key or something, didn't it? Anyway. Do I... Hold on. I want to make a quick save. Confirm. There we go. Let's do a quick save. It said there's leads to a back door, so let's find a back door. Maybe there's a hardly a back door. Got it. Hold on. Maybe there's a back door around here somewhere. Hopefully, question mark. No, absolutely not.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash
The
container.
body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in.
Okay, we're not talking to
The
this kid
evidence,
again.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Probably because I cannot force that, dear God. Hold on. Well, what if I... Oh, that's the wrong thing. It's like I could equip it. But let's just go ask him about a key. Ask the man about his key. Always be careful when asking a man about his key, by the way. Men take that thing personally. Excuse me, I need a key to your trash can.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Thanks.
Why do you keep
work
the
here,
container
dumbass.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Hey, I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I don't still want inside
thought
that
as
trash
much.
container.
And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Right.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at
Okay.
it and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov?
I don't know who that is.
Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Okay.
Razmazov, nom de guerre, was an
Well, we learned.
economist and
We're gonna
a
learn.
historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Okay. What did he say? He's like...
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you
Right, we need the
them for?
keys.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just
Thanks, dude.
bring them back once you're done, please.
Alright, well... What do I need to talk about?
Thing.
Why can't I go in the
What are
kitchen?
you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Well, there may be something pertinent to the investigation in
He
that
wasn't
kitchen.
pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
If I must, and I just might, I probably will.
What?
You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Wait. You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. Okay.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Yeah, they do.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard.
Damn right it does.
Through a PA system. By other people.
Absolutely. No, not that one.
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation. But it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Alright, lamentation sounds good. Really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe something happy, get the people going? No.
Serves them right.
Lamentation.
Wipe the
Absolute
smoke off their
lamentation.
face with your sad, tragic song.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now? No one.
Everyone.
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Alright. Man, we're just getting stuff. I'm so glad I learned that double click is run. Oh my goodness.
This trash container is locked.
Open it.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to... Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition there's something in there? Like...
There is. But you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Do it.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Ew.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Ugh. Look at the
Among
rags.
the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab
As
'em.
the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool
Ugh.
from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Gross.
Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket.
Guitar marked blue jeans.
Bag 'em.
Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the container.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Oh, we have two.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Oh, I'm gonna grab the slimy thing.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Oh.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
God, I hope not.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
All right. We should go to Gart again.
Towel and
ask
mug.
if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah. The red-headed kid is an absolute menace to society, and I refuse to speak to him again unless I must. Let's see.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I'm getting that mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
That sounds awesome.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it.
Ugh.
Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box
Why?
falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles.
Ooh.
Nothing of note, however.
Oh, come on. Something called turbo noodles has to be awesome, right?
It's just organic waste. Cold
Turbo
and
noodles
slimy
are
on
the
your
pasta
hands.
equivalent to having a
Apple
race
and
car for a
potato
bed.
Pills mostly. Unidentified sludge and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
Yeah.
nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
Nope.
A blue
What is it?
piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it.
Something larger.
Pick it.
A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging
Ew.
from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic
Damn it.
has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Hey, look here, you. Maybe.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Must have been cramping my stuff. There's a rewarding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it. For the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. No, maybe not that one. Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash? I don't know. I'm boring. Rather not talk about it right now. Cramping my
Officer,
style.
this is an official piece of paperwork.
Look here, you.
It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations.
Look,
And
maybe.
could even list undercover operatives,
Look.
informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes.
Look here, you little nerd. Maybe.
It will also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, the lieutenant peers into the trash container where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly.
Some
mean,
items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
thank you, narrator.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Close it, lock it up. Never touch it again.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Good, I'm leaving. Hold on, let's... What is it? Okay, use interact button in inventory to look at it, blah, blah, blah. Well, how do I... What? What? Well, how do I interact with it? Hold on, what's the interact button? I don't quite understand. You're confusing me here, game. Let's see. This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling in rags dumpster. It depicts a person of Cimmerian descent, frolicking in a field of saffron flowers. Buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. Seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique. Neck. Hat. Glasses. Oh, come on, I can't wear him as glasses? Give me a chance here. Use interact button. Again, what is the interact button?
It's just a racist.
That's
mug.
the interact button.
What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy.
Look at all the
Here we
content.
go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
I love the idea. Okay, so now I'm starting to like really fall in love with this idea that our character is a brilliant deductionist and police officer purely because of like the voices going on in his head and not so much just him, right? So it's kind of cool that way. Let's see. This mugging is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. Ooh. Mug didn't belong in the trash. It's just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? No, there is no laughter. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them, this is your inane ideology. What?
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just...
Yep.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
I don't want to talk about it.
Cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Blah.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue?
I don't know.
No, it's toilet paper.
Damn it.
Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Gross.
It's a metaphor for you.
How dare you, brain?
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Hey, made it.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Good. Expect the
An
clip.
aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Ooh, okay. I love this. Run your finger across the aluminum. Everybody does this. You pick up a clipboard or whatever, you gotta feel the shiny bit, right?
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It
What kind?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp,
Okay.
mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe
Huh.
yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Any capable
doubt
light
that.
with the right wavelength will do. Yes,
You mentioned your
RCM
headlights?
vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
Fabulous. That's
Okay.
all.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
Oh, why would I want
It's
to
a
smell
sorry
it?
sight. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol. And
Ah.
covered in dense blue handwriting.
Soraya!
Ink
Yo, what up?
escapes into
Gag.
watercolor
How's it goes?
patterns, reaching
How
its
is the
tendrils
above
across
average game guy? The
entire
above average
pages.
game guy is tired,
The
full of
paper
water, and
itself
has a
is
cat.
checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs.
And we're playing this in deeply confusing point-and-click adventure game. Well, okay, I say deeply confusing in the sense that I just don't really quite know what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. But, you know, details. But we're learning a whole bunch of stuff, and the narration of this game is absolute gorgeous and wonderful. Zariah, how are you? You love your cat. I do love my cat. I just wish she'd repay the favor sometimes. No, she does. She's a very cuddly cat. She's a very living cat. Mostly off hour. Like, okay, the cat's got this weird internal, like, time clock where she knows when I'm, like, done streaming because then she's like, oh, you're wrapping up. Hold on, I'll come hang out. And that's just what she does.
Once in a
love it.
while, there's a red stamp.
I'm
that
good.
exclaims,
Fabulous. Glad to hear it.
Case files.
Have you ever played this game?
The
I know
case
you
files
are
themselves are
big on
plenty.
the,
You count more than 100 sodden,
like, the
crumpled
dating
up
sim and the
earmarked
point-and-click adventure
pages
style stuff.
falling apart in your hands.
And this
They
one
appear to be sufficiently organized
is
and
quite good.
extremely dense.
This
if
one's
mostly
very good.
Illegible.
Okay. What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Oh, damn. All right. If you could train your cat to scratch your cat, it would be amazing. Eh? Hold on, if you could train your cat to scratch something, we'll figure it out. No, I've played very few games. Oh. This one is very, very good. The writing is phenomenal. The interactions are really, really cool. And the amount of information that I get back is so intriguing. Yeah. What? Yo, what up, McCain? What up, McCain? If I could train my cat to scratch my cat, then she'd be a very self-sufficient scratcher. Try to say if you could train your cat to scratch your back, it would be amazing. There it is. Sadly, I can't type. No, I was about to say, like, it's got to be like a back or something. What do I want my cat to scratch? Depends on how sharp her claws are. If they're like, kitten level of scratch, ooh, no thank you. That would just leave all kinds of marks. I mean, I can even feel like the back of my hand is all covered in just little tiny marks because she's a biter when she plays. But she loves playing. So, what am I going to do? Not play with my cat?
It's the middle
what do we
of
got?
March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Sorry, McKee. Okay, so here's like a really cool example of what this game is kind of doing. Is you see how it says like there's a success to it and it has a skill attached to that. There were like 25 or 24 skills, all of which I could like pick and have different numbers and scores attributed to them. And so that's what like gives me information throughout the game, is this how I diversify my stats, my attributes, and where I want to like really focus into the game. And I'm like, so it's going to make almost every single playthrough a little bit different in some regard. And of course, me being me was like, we are absolutely going the intelligence route and not the physical route. Not the physical way. Because I am a weirdo that way. But, why not? Damn, we got a bunch of them. Oh, yeah, one of my quests is to sing karaoke. Do not do that in real life. Do not do karaoke in real life. I don't know why. Maybe because of the music training? I don't understand. Actually, I do understand. I'm going to make an observation. Oh, come on. You are a beefy guy. Beefcake. Here's why I don't like karaoke. Because I trained as a vocalist for so long that your beard could crush most men. Doesn't crush the cat. She just cuddles up into it. Now I just need, something else to cuddle into it. I don't really know what that means. But I appreciate the compliments on my beard. Thank you. Karaoke is designed intrinsically to be performed and done by drunks and bad singers. This is what it is. Karaoke is that, like, it's a confidence builder for people who either think that they have all the confidence in the world and they go up there and they do it and they just have a whole lot of fun, or for drunk people who get an over-exaggerated sense of confidence and go up there and be like, I'm the best. And we can tell because they're obviously drunk. So, in about 40 years, your Santa Claus impression will be spot on. I actually found out I can do a pretty good Winston Churchill today. And a little bit on Sunday. I mean, I kind of mixed the two together, but I got a pretty good Winston Churchill impression going. I was listening to a video on like some of the greatest speeches in history kind of thing, and Winston Churchill's come up. And so I listened to his Fight on the Beaches, his speech when he addressed Parliament and saying, like, we're going to stand and fight against the Germans in World War II kind of business. And I was like, I can actually pull that off pretty well, I think. Like, let me think of it. Hold on, let me pull up a line. I'll do it real fast, like, trust me, I'm going to be quick. Bam, text. Aha! Oh, holy hell. Why did they type this thing in cursive? Why did they type this? What? Who would ever do that? Okay, why can't I just get the speech, you damn phone? Okay, internet sucks. Winston Churchill is a bit of a niche impression, but it's an awesome weapon to have in your arsenal. Here's just the, we shall fight on the... It's because I heard it earlier, I can do a pretty good rendition. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna say I practiced it, but I may have. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, wherever the cost may be. Bam. That's actually not bad. At least it sounds good in my ears. I might be wrong. But he had very much that... oh man, the man was an absolute drunkard, but he was such an intellectual. I don't know quite know how to describe him. His drinking habits were essentially like 6 to 8 full cocktail drinks a day. Like clockwork. Like he had a schedule for his own drinking. It was nuts. And it's also like one of the best speeches of all time. It's absolutely fabulous. And speechwriters actually study it because of very, very clever and intelligent techniques used in how to like really drive home this idea of certain things. World War II ended 78 years ago. Churchill would be proud of you. Would be proud you are working on his impression. Damn right he will be. Bam. Maybe I'll bring that in for the worm. Maybe. What was I saying about speechwriting? Speechwriting. Repetition. It's one of the things that, like, Martin Luther King really utilized a lot of. It's something with Churchill used a lot of, where you use the same phrase over and over again, but you change it up a little bit every time to really drive home the point, because it makes it stick in your brain better. Nerd. I'm a literature nerd. Fight me. So, where was we? Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Oh. Count the pages. I have an open official case. Is there room? Oh boy.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes.
Oh, okay.
You really have to push yourself.
Okay.
I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Okay. Yeah, 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure how I completed them, though. 2?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Thank you. I'm sure I've made plenty. Burned out all right. Yeah. Oh, it's 11:35 p.m. I'm off. See you soon. See you, Zariah. Blech. I can words today. It's 11:45 already? Damn. It's almost 10 o'clock here. You have a great night. I hope you sleep all the best. And I hope tomorrow you succeed in all of your endeavors, whatever they may be. What's that? We talk to you. Probably seeing one of the PV streams. I think I'm going to try to jump in either on... Well, I know I'll be there Sunday. I can't remember if I was going to try to jump in on Thursday. I'll figure it out. But I will most likely see you around. Good night, Zariah.
That's okay.
Burned out all right.
We all do, sooner or later.
Yeah, we all burn out. Burnout is real.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Name?
A title, one might say even.
Okay.
One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
So am I. And they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps.
All caps all
One
the
is
time.
called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The Guys on a Couch in an Unexpected Location and The Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Even the rare article-free Collapsing Tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Wow. That's a... The hookah bar here closed down a while back. They used
It's
to have
going
one.
to take an effort to piece
It was
these
kinda
case
dumb.
files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
That's the one. I mean a non-numeric one.
Oh,
Titles.
you mean the titular?
Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is
It's
that?
a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
Oof.
Rail spiked through the head. He died.
I was about to
It was a
say,
workplace accident.
shocker. There was a hole in his head. What do you think happened to him?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the letter
Okay.
only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Look, okay, I'm going to side with this man real fast because I too get like really nervous and almost mean when it comes to people borrowing my pens because I know they're never going to give them back and it pisses me off because I like to have like my good nice pens. I have like, you know, I'm like, okay, when you call me a nerd, call me a literary nerd, but when I have like my little booklet out or whatever, I like to have my blue pen, my red pen, my black pen. So that way I can separate thoughts out. Red goes for like important, blue is just like, oh, really casual, and then black is like, okay, we actually gotta sit and think about this one kind of situation, right?
Absolutely motionless at first, then animated slowly, imperceptibly even. The lieutenant begins to browse his notes again, leaving you to the case files.
Thanks.
Onto the paper with a brash free hand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A
Cross out the
satisfying
ones I've done.
slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to
That
be
is quite
done,
satisfying.
and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia.
Yep.
Now all that remains is to name the case.
Give anybody a chance named
no,
it?
actually. Any ideas?
The Fury... Is that the Furries? The Furies? The Furies are at home in the mirror. Shit on a stick.
Great.
It's probably
That's
that.
great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man.
The Hanged Man.
Good,
Like,
strong name.
let's be honest,
We
this is
have
what
a
it
very
is.
good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged
Oh,
Man.
damn, son.
It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them. so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers.
Oh, hell. All right, so I
They're
got a really
further
easy...
from your nose now. Yes, you can
Bam.
piece them together.
It's like hard to
using
not
the
succeed at that.
alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700. The next world mural.
12-1 at 1700? Those officer precinct? Yeah.
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
Okay.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it.
Okay.
And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
HDB. Okay. Well, it's not Dick Mullen anymore. Fabulous. Horace Debbie Berenger. No, maybe that's... From Darjan Bizikin. No. I don't know what to say to that.
Nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with. But it's the one you got. So sorry.
Yeah, see, okay. I love this character idea that he's got all these different, like, set systems in his brain that keep talking to him when it's like, hey, you need to access this part.
Yeah.
See?
We're staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho.
See what I mean? It's like, then the way that they write the dialogue is so clever, where they're like, no, it is a different entity entirely. It's like you're talking to a completely different side of your personality.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? This one is relatively easy to reconstruct.
We'll try one and I might come back to it.
1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
Hey, now.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffiti crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lecturers have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design.
Okay.
The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait.
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Okay.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation.
Okay.
This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Plebiscite, that's such a good word. That's a great word. Holy hell, I love that.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options. A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
Oh, right. I forgot that agreeing was like the pessimistic side of things. Whoops. Oh, wow. That's a really hard one because you're trying to like be on the good side, but it's also like very pessimistic. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I must have voted, and possibly even lobbied, to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. No, that's
Did
this
anyone
one. I want this
ask
one.
you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I'm done for
Not
now.
much has changed.
I will
in the
absolutely come back to
meanwhile.
this
A
because
bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
you.
In
Yellow
the back,
papers.
you see thin, translucent.
Let's get back
copy
onto the
paper.
store. Let's get back on the
Some
main
neon
storage
yellow,
track.
some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3.
Type.
The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Aha.
You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Thanks.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper.
Thanks,
bright red
other
in color.
self in my
You
brain.
see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Inside.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real.
Damn.
But that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague.
I wonder, like, okay, so how does the money system in this thing work? Because I act like I only have $1, and then everyone else is like, hey, you owe me, like, a lot of money. So is 1,000 just a lot or not a lot? What's the deal here? It seems like not a lot, so why 1,000 in a case of emergency would be a big fine? That seems weird to me.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station.
Okay.
Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Yeah. Like signing off on a ticket, you know.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest
Got
of the
it.
stinking cellulose is much worse for wear.
Oof.
Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
I'm gonna move on for now. Let's click on this thing.
Advanced
Aha.
race theory.
Thought complete. What on earth is this
Everything is
supposed to be?
calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous.
Okay.
The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. So let's click that. Let's leave Mr. Dead Guy. Man, we've been standing in that spot just learning stuff for a long time. Do we go talk to that man first? What else was in my inventory? Anything? No, not really. Hey lady, fill my bag with trash. I don't know. Let's just go. Aha, piece of trash. Piece of trash. Nope. Free money. Even better than trash. Oh, hold on, there's more trash. Look, I'm absolutely gonna pick up like all of the bottles because that means money. Money is is one of the things I just don't have. Let's be honest. All right, it's time to talk to you.
Promising race pupil returns.
We did a bunch of this. Know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
It's a cup.
He had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
And
Whew. It's shit. Let me into the harbor. No. Let me into the fucking harbor, damn it. Paradoxically, you plan to supersede the Occidentals with their own race theory. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. It's just something you shock people with. Liberal and progressives people. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a free association language exercise. Degenerate, race hero. I don't think about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking the ancient... I can't. Mind poison. Algol. What is it? Ilmarin? How did they pronounce it in the game? I can't remember. I think it was like Ilmarin or something like that. This dump is ready to be superseded by the Arapagite superstate. Sure, I words that. I didn't even words properly. I can serve as a clerk in your administration. Maybe you need a cop?
Look, babe. The mignon of Flore is also a racist. But his racism is basic and road. He thinks he has solved the great race enigma by describing a road mechanism of scientific competition.
So unadvanced.
The woman looks half bored.
The basic race education he received in high school has led him to think his phylum are the sole authors of race theory. An esoteric study reaching back to the ancient mass society of Pericarnassus over 4,500 years ago. Basic racist, I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad.
You don't
like a little
say.
boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door.
That's all I wanted, thank you.
You may enter the door once.
He punches...
Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally. Let's go.
Bam! We're in. Do you have anything to say on this? Nothing. Alright, navigating this sometimes bit tricky. Alright, he pushed the button, so that means the door is open, right? Why is the door not open? What door was he talking about? Was he talking about... The hell? What button was that man talking about? What door? Did I miss something? I might have missed something. Or is it like this door that I'm... I think this is just a different thing. Every worker equals member of the board is written on the top of the flyers. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Ooh, hello to you. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. At the bottom, the Union logo and demand democracy. Someone left the coffee machine on. Take that, whatever that was. Oh, a phone. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Maybe later. I don't exactly have a lot of change here. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. What? Guess you have no choice but to talk to the Union leader.
The already familiar code. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Undoubtedly, no. Sure,
all right.
Why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
Yeah. What's this? Take that. Ooh, some more health stuff. I'll take more health stuff. Some cool shades. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, hails to the yes. What do these actually do? +1 visual calculate, and -1 drama. Hail to the yeah. Bring it. Oh, I leveled up at some point. Okay, so we already have like an 8 in this, so we could start doing it somewhere else. Like, we could throw it into... What was that one that it wanted? It wanted, like... that muscle memory or whatever. Which one was it? It wasn't reaction speed. Perception? Hand-eye coordination? Might have been that one. Or we start, like, you know, pumping into another thing. So, this is not great. I have 1 skill point, apparently. Okay, so... Esprit de corps. Understand cop culture. Charm women and men, play the puppet master. This one could be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do that one. Except changes the clothes. Bam. Ah, there's a staircase. Got it. Oh, hold on. More book. Take. Let me actually, like, maybe go through some of these things here. What is this? Postcard? Okay. I picked up something else. What is this?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it.
Okay.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the editor's note.
As you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Something about bear wrestling in Samara.
Oh, hell yeah.
Book riots in Yugograd.
Let's read about the the bear wrestling. Really bear wrestling sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. Why they decided to title this one section in Volda is beyond you. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip-Top Tourney, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Pretty cool
The
title,
Tip-Top
actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Tourney is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll.
Oh, it's Redline.
Show is held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
Yep. Absolutely Redline. Alright, what do I have to say about
You're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip-Top Tourney.
Ugh.
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Look, some of us like the, commercialism of heavy racing scenes.
So, all of it, basically.
Who wrote this
Oddly
nonsense?
enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why not?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus?
No.
Come on. They're plainly pseudonyms.
Okay.
More than that, they're likely anagrams.
Okay. Yeah, what's wrong with a good motor crash? And what's so bad about
Under
sponsorships?
capitalism, the article says, every
What's wrong with
pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Look.
Thus,
You gotta
the
pitch your
so-called
brand
tourney
somehow, right?
becomes
The
a
brand
competition
has to
between increasingly
do
meaningless
something.
brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
See? Even I'm gonna admit, I have deeply considered getting one of those, little Twitter ad runs or whatever that will shovel whatever link or whatever website you pitch to it. And I'm like, look, it might be worth it to just pitch a little bit to, a bit of advertising. It could be cool. It could work out well.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Yeah, but we love the crashes.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. Sure, you think that,
look,
but
I've watched F1 and it is
subconsciously,
actually
it's the
super
visions
interesting.
of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
That sounds more like NASCAR. Sin got us into the Formula 1 and it's actually super interesting. We're like, okay, this is actually really cool. And knowing how the race actually functions and works is pretty awesome. I guess I never thought about it much.
Because you haven't been reading critically.
Oh,
but
my legs.
don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
I gotta stretch my legs out. I've basically been sitting all day, and then I come home and I sat some more, so maybe I need to stand up and just do a few leg lift. You know what? Leg lift time. Leg lift time, everybody. I can still talk though. If you haven't gotten up and stretched out your legs, get some blood flow, do it. Hydrate even. Oh, legs. That feels good actually. I can hear my toes popping all the way up here. Then again, I can't even really tell. Okay, yeah, the microphone's picking me up decently. I mean, it's not the absolute best, but And I would move the microphone closer while I do this. However, doing so would steal the cat. Because the cat camera is... So, alright, here I have this, mic bar. You can see if I put my hand there. It blends really, really well with the background. And the cat camera is right here on the top of that bar. And then there's the cat. So if I move this, the cat moves. See? So it's one of those where it's I would move it to talk into a cleaner, but then we lose the cat. And everybody knows we want to keep the cat in frame. You keep the cat in frame and everyone's happy. Hi. It's pet the cat time. Cat. Yes. Anyway. Here we go. Alright. Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Journey for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality.
Yeah.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor,
Probably
much
not.
less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip
Good
back
call.
to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dockworkers' strike.
Okay.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Okay, well, I mean, look. Damn communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. Oh my. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Okay, that's just asking, for all of the middle ground.
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
Yeah, no one wants to compromise.
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already, honestly.
Oh, thanks.
You flip back to the front of...
Put it away. Put it away. Done reading it. It's pissing me off already. Quickly, take the stairs. We're going up. Where the hell is this? Hi. Get a good scratch. How was that scratch, huh? The best scratch followed by a nice curl. I missed the thing that it said, but that's okay. Let me read this real fast. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this area. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Right, so there's like several places I could go right here, it feels like. What is this? I found money. That's cool. More health item. Neat. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Grvalsund. Oh, there's like so much more to explore. There's stuff over here too. Oh my god. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Yeah, just run over to the chest. Open it up. Gloves. I like gloves. Clothes. What do these do? +1 to half-light. I can't remember what half-light is. What is that? I can't remember. Oh well. Money. Industrialized sized thermos. Blah. Smells like burnt coffee. Oh. Ugh. Like, I love the smell of coffee, but burnt.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this Container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent
Nice
is
rhyme
so
there, me.
thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
I like this man's voice. This man has a very
I see
calming
you're not
voice.
a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What's it with you people in scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Yeah, okay. He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
We could ask after the... What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbor is empty. Do you work here? What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm. Looking for the leader of the dockworkers union.
Guys like Mr.
I
Edgar
accidentally hit a
and Mr.
button.
Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Edgar and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Alright, so I accidentally skipped it. We want Mr. Everett then. He's an awful nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. He coughs and continues immediately.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay. Why am I tired already? He points to the two joint containers on your right. What, in there? Wait, what?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Okay. Where is everyone?
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from...
I finally arrived. Yo, welcome in, finally arrived. I'm still here. Hey. Leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Okay, that can't be a good
So
thing.
no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know.
I guess.
I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He looks up to you for assistance.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it.
Don't fight it.
Better to go with the flow.
Let's see. So it's probably bad to just direct the conversation. It's probably better to just be like, all right, tell me more about the fight.
I remember I was the runt of the class.
Okay.
The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business.
Nobody's business.
But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help.
Okay.
Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
The little guy starts coughing.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. Okay.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Sure is, mister. Sure is.
I had an 83% chance to succeed and I failed it?
Yes,
Come on.
It does.
Look, I'll understand when it's like, hey, you only got like a 13% chance and you fail it. I get that. But come on, 80, 83, 86, what was I at? I was pretty good. I had a decent shot at that one, and the game decided it wanted to rip it away from me.
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Got it. Got it. If you can fail at 83, you could succeed at a 17. I could. I failed the 17, though. 4 times. 3 times. 4 times. Something like that. I failed a lot. So, you know. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
Okay.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A lady?
Who
I don't
is
get it.
this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at
A
Leo.
real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Is he implying something with that one?
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hold on. Yeah, who is this? You didn't say who she is. You just said how she is.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Okay.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Everett trained a lawyer
Okay.
named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Favorite character so far? Favorite character so far? Can I say me? Because the way that they're interpreting or they're projecting my character is very much like all of these, like, logic and rhetoric are all different parts of my own psyche chiming in to talk to me. Like, there was a moment where logic showed up and it's like, hey, you can't do that. That would be silly. And then another one popped in and said, yeah, don't bring us into this either. And I was like, aha. So all of our, like, emotions are being treated almost as if they're characters inserting themselves into the story through ourselves, which is pretty cool. Let's see.
Yes.
Yes,
this
he's doing a
place
great
really
job.
Seems to run like clockwork.
That's neat.
Keep it
I
up,
know,
Leo.
right? Like, it's pretty cool how two of them interacted earlier, and I was like, that's pretty neat. They decided to implement something along those lines. Other than yourself, though. Other than myself. Does the dead guy count as a character? The dead guy counts as a character, right? There's the dead hanged guy. There was... I really did not like the racist dude. Oh, I wanted to just stab him so often. This guy seems pretty neat and chill. There was... Our partner's pretty cool from time to time. Our partner here. From time to time, he's okay. I'm gonna stab that little redheaded child, though. I'll shank him good. Huh.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright. Oh yes, born and raised in
for us.
Irish.
Good for this man.
Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent.
Oh.
Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yeah, thanks for the
Bye-bye now.
clarification. He returns to his work. So is it in here? Auto-saving? Oh, good. Coffee! Coffee, coffee. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Look at this, man. Oh my goodness. A stair made of pallets leading up. Swordfish. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Well, does the fish tell time, or does... Is there a clock? Oh my goodness, look at this man's portrait. That kid annoyed me. He just kept droning on and on and on. He wouldn't stop screaming about himself. Yeah, every single time. I don't know, the racist dude is pretty bad. But look at this portrait. Oh my goodness. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Why?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
This guy sounds like a character out of Harry Potter. Like, anybody ever listen to the Harry Potter audiobooks? Like, this sounds like one of the characters that Stephen Pacey would do.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Tell me I'm wrong. The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Not at all.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. More like, Everest, dude's huge, he big man.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that.
See?
What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
See what I mean? They interact. The two different emotions are like, hey, you know, not sure I like what he's doing. And then the other one's just like, no, this one's more important. Trust me. Yeah, why is he calling me this?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
Okay.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can
Like,
see
it would be
that you're
rude
a
not to.
reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Violating my backside. That's terrible.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Which one was Gart? Wasn't that the military
should
guy?
take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager.
Oh, that!
Go
Oh,
ahead.
yes, that
Take
man. Go ahead, take it. He points at it again.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait. You know, Garn, take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it on good, leave a check. You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. I'm gonna take it,
Don't mention
but I'm gonna be nice about it.
But also, don't forget it.
Another
I'm
one.
just kidding, of course.
No, you're not. You're not
He's
kidding at
not.
all. Yeah, see, he's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Lost gun. I don't like the way he's emphasizing that. Hold on. I have a chocolate. I want my chocolate. 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 I don't know why, I've just got a craving. My legs have been bothering me all day because I've been sitting for like, you know, I sat for about 8 hours straight at work. And now I'm sitting more. Oh. Stretched my legs earlier, but, you know. When was it revealed your gun was lost? You lied about it earlier. Yeah. I lied about it and they caught me at it. They were like, hey, wait a minute.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Ooh.
When he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths.
Oh, they
It's in a
absolutely
safe
are,
place.
though.
I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Look at this. Like, I gotta get a 12. And I've got 1 for the novelty check, 2 for the chair.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
No, why are you gonna make me do this?
God, you're sweating.
Jeff, curse
Your
you,
knee
damn it.
is
I actually
jerking.
rolled pretty decently,
You're about
too.
to cry,
Son of a bitch.
aren't you? You're about to cry.
My total was
because
6.
You lost
Oh.
your gun, and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Mr. Dubois.
Try to stay cool.
You don't look so good.
Look here, you.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr.
Chill.
Dubois. Mr. Dubois. Harry.
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. Sounds awesome. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. Just keep sliding down.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I might
Maybe
be.
you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I love the second option, though. No, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. I'm gonna do that
What
one.
an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as
I
it
don't know what
was,
either.
I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Look, about that.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
Oh, god damn it. I really believe in the race mystery, and I'm glad I was given the chance. No. I'm not a race pupil. I just listened to some of the things he had to say. No, we're not doing that either. It was a tactic. I needed to get in somehow. It's not like I'm a racist now. Yeah, that one.
Of course, Harry. Of course.
Oh, he's gonna
You're
think
not
I'm
some kind
my
of a
biggest
fantastic
racist now. Damn it.
And rest assured, no one's gonna hear about it.
Quit winking at me.
No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me. Word of how racy it got will never leave Martinez.
I'm gonna stab this man in his fat heart.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
That's weird. I would look into that.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities.
Him and his
you call me
racist face.
Everard,
Yeah.
I call you Harry. My God,
that
so
really
it's
my name?
true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I don't know. I don't know. This guy's designed to make you uncomfortable. He really... Look at this freaking portrait. Like, he's got one eye facing that way and one facing that way. The dude's a fucking chameleon.
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion.
I mean,
see what his game is first.
So good to hear.
Yeah,
that,
my memory's
Harry.
fine. Leave me alone.
Apparently, my sources were wrong.
Damn right they were.
However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Is that a euphemism?
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Okay, so this is another thing that I've been noticing is when I follow this thing, because one part of me says, hey, you should do this. Another might interject and be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm super digging on that. That's actually pretty cool. The way that they've designed how these different skills, like, combine to interact with each other. Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of your documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder.
Oh,
That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. I can succeed at that later.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
All right. I can work with that.
I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
Do you know where I live?
Of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock.
Okay.
You're a Jamrock boy.
Oh.
A long way from home, but that's okay.
Okay.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Family?
Okay.
Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
What? A cop doesn't say I am.
Harry, you're not simply a cop. You're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky. Outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
Yeah, that's what I like about you. You understand.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
Yeah, if I can remember it.
The giant neon sign reading Harry Dubois, hanging from the Cavalson crane, can be seen all the way to Jamrock. Somewhere in Mirova, a beautiful woman sees the bright glow on the horizon and says to herself, "Oh my God, I shouldn't have left him."
Okay, so there's obviously a woman involved in my past somewhere. Okay, this is kind of cool. But we don't know who that is. So is my portrait going to get better as my, like, understanding of who I am gets better?
Ah,
I wonder.
My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Union
I'm sure you
only.
understand. Please continue, Harry.
Alright, let's try it.
As you
Bam.
look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
You don't want me to do anything
You
to
got the
Census
name
Bureau,
from
do
the
you?
Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Sure.
Yes, yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said,
Hmm.
now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
Yes.
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay?
Okay.
Let's move on.
I want to talk about my
Yes,
gun.
Your lost gun.
Talk about the gun.
My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Okay.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Wait, could he really hold my gun hostage? I'll not be blackmailed with this gun business. Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back? Hold on. Can he really do it?
Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Okay, so...
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Wink, wink, you
Of
fat
course.
ass.
I understand. We help you, you help us.
Oh, of
Sure.
course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun.
Okay.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike.
Okay.
So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a butt
But
coming
there's a
on.
thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good.
That's what we're doing here.
Let's do
You...
that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors, yeah. Are we door opening? I love the idea of like turning them apart and be like, is this true? Like, wait. Oh, or like, do we actually open doors for, like, is that a thing we do? Holy shit.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry.
Okay.
This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
That doesn't sound shady at all.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so what one falls in line with that? You could win the trust, tend to play into his hand, okay. Huh.
Fantastic,
Accept
my
the
friend.
task, sure.
Just let me know when it's done, and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers. Not sure what that
You
means.
can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Yeah.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Okay.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Yeah, I was wondering how I was supposed to get out. Yeah.
Here.
Wouldn't want to be stuck.
You're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Oh, they're all gonna be so mad at me now. There's gonna be so many people mad at me for something being part of a union. They're gonna be so upset. What am I gonna do? And why has he positioned his office inside of a container? I tell you, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I can't go up there. Damn. Means Wellfjord in Arden. Okay, that's neat. Can I go up this ladder or something? No? Okay. It was worth a shot. I found out how to run, by the way. Running makes this game so much faster. What does this do?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arret are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh.
Okay.
On. Arret. Off.
Gonna leave it alone. Cause isn't that the container that Duban is in? And seeing the size of him, I don't think the crane can move it. Look at all this trash. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. You. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Gross as well. What's in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud.
If you must.
I'm gonna take a look
Please
inside.
hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Okay.
Why did you take that?
I don't know. Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing. A cop, it's instinctual to collect evidence. No,
Fine.
I kind of like this one.
But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Okay. Never fear, we won't be. Bunch of stuff, and blah blah blah. Bam. Hi, Esper, what's up? Hold on, there's trash. This is basically like free money. Esper, you having trouble getting over here? Come on. Use the armrest. What's your problem? What's your problem? You keep rolling around like that, you're gonna fall off the piano, you weirdo. Man, look at all that free money.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
They went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do it?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Aw. This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Looks like I had a lot of fun. Not completely convinced it was me. Must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor.
Yes.
I'm gonna assume miserable.
The scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Esper, what you doing? Okay. Oh, hold on. Grab this.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. There is a white rectangle clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Hi.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia.
Hi.
And we are the only detectives in Martinez.
Hi. What's up? Get that good scritch, huh? Coming over to get that good scritch? Oh, look at that scritch. Look at that pit and scritch. She's getting the wombo combo right now. Hi. What's she doing? What are you doing? Anybody? Can everybody see the cat? Nope. She's like right behind the microphone, as far as the camera's concerned. She's just rolling into that scritch. There you can kind of see her. Yeah, she's just purring up a storm, getting that good scratch right there behind the ear. Headbutting her bed. Why are you headbutting your bed, you dingus? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What you doing? Oh. Yeah? Yeah? That's where you decided to stuff? Okay, there you go. Cats, am I right? Anyway. Think I should get it?
Service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
Alright.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Guys, I got my clothes back. I'm getting my clothes back. Yeah, look at me. What does this actually do for me? Alright, gives me pluses to stuff. That's good. That's good. Man, look how much stuff we've gotten. Look how much stuff we've done, too. Hot diggity daffodil. Alright. So now we can leave and walk about. I'm just going to use some of this stuff, heal up and whatnot, because I was in pain, apparently. Man, I went out there and I got me some gloves, I got me a jacket. Who's this man? Is this the man I'm supposed to talk to? Who are you?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Yeah, you are the man I was supposed to talk to. Huh.
Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain.
Yeah?
If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
You have a key to a door?
Key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Of course. I got you. You don't know anything.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I really don't know anything,
right
actually.
here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I don't know what... Why do they wink so often? I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. Not really doing this for political reasons. Yeah, I'm not doing it for political
so none
reasons.
of the above type, are you? I get it. I like to keep my distance too.
Yep.
But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks.
What am I doing,
There
though?
is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, so there's a door behind the greenhouse. Okay.
Where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this? Like this weasel person?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Uh-huh. The man takes a big sip from his flask.
He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
The mercenary, eh?
Yes.
Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Even do such a thing.
Look, I don't fucking know. It's...
What a
Come on.
thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing?
I don't know.
Unless they were pushed, of course.
Well, pushed
The
how?
other dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Oh, for heaven's sake. What does that
He
mean?
was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type.
Did you kill him?
But that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Okay.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Yeah. He takes a sip from his flask. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. I'll leave that man to his talking and whatnot. Hey, we got an autosave. Hey, with 3 minutes left to go. We're just about up on time, everybody. Should we... Hold on, I wanna... Oh, we should probably go in here. Let's turn in our bottles. Get a bunch of money.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Aside, your bottles clunk into the machine.
Hey, I got $1.60. Hell yeah. Didn't I get, like, a check or something for my money? Didn't I get a check with, like, a bunch of money on it to cover my debt or whatnot? Okay, so this is still going... Could have swore that they gave me a check. I recall there being a check. Oh, behind the greenhouse. Well, how do I get to... Oh, there it is. Okay, how do I get there? What? This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years now.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Oof. What's this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
I don't believe that.
Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Alright, hold on. Let me do a quick save here. It won't let me save. Let me do a quick save here.
An inconspicuous
I'm just gonna try it.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Each rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say.
It's all clashing together.
Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Okay. Let me... Oh, I can't go back there? Oh, you son of a... Alright, hold on. I will just leave it. I'll try it again next... I don't know, whatever. Alright. Alright. Let's find a rateable. We absolutely have a rateable. Real fast. Like, let me get that in the prepared section. Let me... Alright. So, let's talk schedule real fast like. What's the plans? Alright, so Friday? Yeah, let's talk about plans. Tomorrow, we're playing this game called Warlander. What was it? Something like that? I can't remember the exact name of it. I tinkered with it a little bit to like learn it because the Flore crew has been playing a bunch of it. It's a free-to-play game. It's like kind of like a weird mix of a MOBA and a chivalry type game, but like free-to-play model, so it's very like cartoony, very simple. But they wanted to play that, and I was like, yeah, sure, it sounds like fun. So we're gonna play that. I tried a little bit of it yesterday. We'll see how it goes. It should be fun though. I mean, games with friends is always fun, right? And then Friday, more PlateUp with whoever I can get to wrangle in to do it at the time. I might be able to get a few people. I know we'll get at least one. Yeah. Apart from that, yeah. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. By the way, I wanted to... Looks like a medieval battlefield with 100 players. It doesn't even have 100 players. That's the sad part. Well, that might, if you get like some of the really big ones. Oh, and I need to mention this because this is just what I was about to say. At some point last stream, somebody donated money to our Extra Life cause. You notice the bar has moved. So the bar right up there is different. And there was like no notification last time. I was absolutely baffled. And so I had to go in and I like looked. Here, I'm going to hit this button and start the raid. So I was just absolutely baffled as to like, wait, when did this happen? Who did this do it? So anonymous gifter out there, thank you so much for the $50. You brought us all the way up to 100 in just one fell swoop like that. And I don't know why it didn't chime off. So what I did is I went and started investigating and I figured out what was wrong, right? Because the notification bar, like the graphic, is linked to the account properly, but what's not linked to the account is the charity itself, which was really, really weird. So it should be all fixed. Everything should be fine. I might play with it like tomorrow, because I might do like a small something to just see if it works. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm like just remembering it and I've run out of time. I'll do it tomorrow. We'll see how it goes there. We're going to go raid the Plague Pals because we can. They're playing Sea of Thieves. Yay. I'm probably going to go bug crawl in a little bit and get some cards on. I got to play some of that Warlander thing, get the whole thing, mojo thing going. I got to really... Oh, I know what I should do. I'm going to get a link thing for chat where I can do like, you know, title end cards and does like almost like a credits thing. Be like YouTube, Twitter, socials, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the thing's about to go into the 10 seconds, so until I talk to y'all again... Talk to you, or until I see you again. What's the word for it? I don't know, I said things. I'm saying things still. Bye.